Meet John. For 20 years he worked tirelessly, saving every dollar he could muster. He had built a nest egg of $50,000, a fund dedicated to securing his family's future. Then, one day, he heard the whispers, the online buzz about a stock everyone was buying. A wave of anxiety washed over him. He was afraid to miss out on what seemed like a golden opportunity. So, he took a leap of faith and put all his money in. For one glorious week, he felt like a king, watching his investment soar. Then, just as quickly, it all crashed. In a blink of an eye, his life savings were gone. Was John just a victim of bad luck? Or was he an unsuspecting pawn in a dark psychological mind game? They exploit your deep-seated fear of being left out. This powerful psychological trigger is called FOMO, or the fear of missing out. You scroll through social media and see everyone seemingly getting rich overnight from cryptocurrencies or hot stocks. An intense pressure builds inside you, a feeling that you need to join the rush or be left behind forever. So you buy into an asset when its price is already sky-high, reaching a euphoric peak. But that's precisely when the smart money, the insiders who got in early, begin to sell their holdings to you. It's a classic trap, and your fear is the bait. They lure you in at the top, just before they pull the rug out from under you. Then, once you're caught, they weaponize your innate hatred for losing. Psychological studies have shown that the pain of losing money is far more potent than the pleasure of winning feels good. It's a fundamental quirk of how our brains are wired. So, when prices start to drop, a sense of panic sets in. You watch your investment plummet, and the emotional pain becomes unbearable. To stop the agony, you make a rash decision. You sell everything. And that's the exact moment they've been waiting for. They buy back the assets you just sold in a panic, acquiring them for cheap. They masterfully used your own fear against you to get a massive discount, profiting from your emotional distress. There is a famous psychological concept called learned helplessness, and it describes the final stage of their game. It's a state where you simply give up. Imagine playing a game you lose over and over again. Eventually, you stop trying to win. This same phenomenon occurs with money and investing. After a few devastatingly bad choices and significant losses, you start to believe the entire system is rigged and fundamentally unfair. You conclude that you can never win. So, you stop looking for the open door, the real opportunities that still exist. You learn to accept your fate and stay trapped within the confines of your past failures, never daring to try again. You can now begin to see the mind games they play. You recognize the subtle but powerful traps they set to manipulate your emotions. The first and most crucial step to winning in this arena is understanding that you are, in fact, in a fight. It's not just about numbers and charts. It's a psychological battleground. You now know you are in a fight. It's a war for your money, fought inside your own mind. The choice is yours. Do you want to stay trapped in their game? Or do you want to learn the strategies to be free? Now, we will show you the invisible weapons they use against you every single day. They start by showing you a big, fake number, like a stock that was once worth $500. It sticks in your brain like an anchor. So when the price drops to $100, you think it's a huge bargain. But maybe it was never worth more than $50. They created a fake high to make the new price look low. It's a mental trick. This is called the anchor trick, a powerful psychological bias that manipulates your perception of value. Your mind latches onto the first piece of information it sees, the anchor, and uses it as a reference point for all future decisions. When a company's stock plummets from an all-time high, your brain is anchored to that peak price. Every price below it feels like a discount, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You are not buying based on the company's real value or future potential. You are buying based on a memory, an illusion they deliberately planted in your head. They are not selling you a stock. They are selling you the ghost of its former glory. This single trick is responsible for countless losses, as investors chase falling knives, convinced they're catching a falling star. Your brain loves to be right. Once you believe something is a good idea, you only look for good news about it. You search for videos and stories that agree with you. You are now in an echo chamber. You ignore all the red flags and warning signs. You only hear what you want to hear right before you lose. This weapon is your own mind turned against you. After the anchor trick has convinced you a stock is cheap, confirmation bias takes over. You actively seek out information that validates your decision. You join online forums where everyone is bullish, you watch analysts who praise the company, and you dismiss any negative reports as fear-mongering or fake news. The algorithm feeds your bias, showing you more and more of what you want to see. You are building a fortress of self-reassurance, but the walls are made of glass. Outside, the reality of the company's poor fundamentals or the market's downturn is clear, but inside your mirrored room, all you see are green arrows. This curated reality feels comfortable and safe, but it's a fantasy that isolates you from the truth until it's too late. This is their darkest trick. When you lose all your money, they blame you. They say, you were just too emotional. They say, you should have been more careful. This is called gaslighting. They make you doubt your own mind. You start to think you are the problem, not their rigged game. After the anchor has lured you in and the echo chamber has deafened you to danger, the inevitable crash happens. Your portfolio is decimated, but instead of acknowledging the manipulative system, the narrative shifts. The very experts and market gurus who promoted the stock now turn on you. They label your decision-making as emotional, greedy, or foolish. They imply that if you were smarter, more disciplined, or less of a retail amateur, you would have seen the signs. This psychological maneuver shifts all responsibility from them to you. It makes you feel ashamed and incompetent, preventing you from questioning the system itself. They broke the rules and then convinced you that you were the one who didn't know how to play. You are left not just with financial loss, but with the crushing weight of self-blame, ensuring you stay compliant and never challenge the game masters. So how do you start to win? It begins with knowing the rules of their game. Awareness is your shield. Now that you see the anchor, the echo chamber, and the gaslighting, they have less power over you. But seeing the game is not enough. To win, you need a weapon. The smart money players have a powerful one. And today, we are giving it to you. They want you to be emotional. When you are scared, you sell too soon. When you are greedy, you buy too late. An emotional player is a predictable player. The easiest way to beat an emotional game is to stop playing with your emotions. You need a rule book, a set of rules that you create for yourself. The most important rule is this: you must follow it no matter what. Your feelings will scream at you to break the rules. You must not listen. Your rule book is now in charge. Your rule book needs two main rules. First, an entry rule. You decide why you will buy something before you see the price jump. Second, an exit rule. You decide when you will sell before your fear or greed takes over. You will sell if it drops to a certain price, or you will sell when it hits your profit goal. No exceptions. This rulebook turns a scary game into a simple math problem. It protects you from yourself. You now have your shield and your first weapon. You are no longer a puppet, but there is one final mind game left, the one that traps people for a lifetime. In our final part, we will show you how to break free for good. You have the shield of awareness. You have the sword of the rulebook. You can defend against their tricks. But the final boss in this war is not them. It is you. Or more specifically, it is your concept of time. Their final and most powerful trick is impatience. They sell you the dream of get rich quick. This is the deadliest trap. It makes your smart rulebook feel slow and boring. It makes you want to gamble, not invest. They want you to think wealth is a sprint. It is not. It is a marathon. Real wealth is not a lottery ticket. It is like planting a tree. It takes years. It needs patience and care. It will face storms, but if you stick to your plan, it will grow strong. The smart money knows this. They use your impatience against you. They play the long game. Let's review. You saw the traps of FOMO and fear. You saw the tricks of anchors and gaslighting. You built a rulebook to protect your mind. Now you add the final piece, patience. Your rules protect you from bad choices. Your patience allows your good choices to grow. The dark psychology of money is a powerful force. But it only works if you are playing their game in the dark. You are not in the dark anymore. You have seen the truth. The journey is not easy, but from this moment on, the journey is yours to control.